Hello everyone, this is Tech Rehab, and in today's video I will try transforming this MacBook Pro 2019 into a Mac Mini. Okay, so let me break it down a little bit. So I got this MacBook Pro 2019 15-inch of a marketplace for $220. But it has a flaw. The LCD of this laptop is absolutely broken. But I can't change the whole screen because it will cost me close to double the amount I paid for this whole device. So here's what some people are doing to prevent these crazy amounts. Okay, so the solution is to fully remove the screen from the Mac, transforming it into a headless Mac that works exactly as it would, but with an external monitor. And we are going to do the exact same thing to actually check if it's possible with this laptop and if it's at least a little easy for you to do it yourself. Let's start removing this MacBook's head. Okay, so firstly, let's unscrew the bottom screws one by one. Now let's remove the metal panel by pulling it to our body. Alright, now, we got the whole MacBook's inside exposed. Let's start by removing this sticker, hiding the battery connector, and now pull the battery's flex to unplug the battery from the board. So now we have to unscrew this plastic shields that protect the screen's hinge. Grab a spudger and carefully unplug the antennas that are responsible for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Now it's very important to unscrew this screw that holds these antennas in place, and make sure you don't mix it with the others. Alright, let's move to the little pentalobe screws holding down the antenna board. And note, be extremely careful with these screws, you will find out why in a moment. Okay, so I cleaned the MacBook a little bit and moved to my proper repair desk to remove the 4 screws of the bracket that holds down the whole display connector. Again, grab a spudger and carefully unplug the connector. Now, the last thing that we need to remove from the antenna board are these 6 little screws that hold the antenna to the board. And now, remember the moment I told you, you should be very careful with these small pentalobe screws? Here's why. I actually got 3 stripped of these tiny screws, and now the only way to remove them is by grinding them down. Great! I hope you never have to do that, cause it's pretty dangerous grinding some screws over a MacBook's main board. And there we go. After some painful minutes, I finally have full access to the antenna board, and I will very carefully remove the whole thing from the MacBook. Now we are finally ready to unscrew these 6 screws that hold the screen's hinges. We are done removing everything from the MacBook. Now we should slightly open the screen like this, then flip it. And try very slowly opening it to the max, or at least over the 90-degree angle so that we have easy access on removing the screen completely of the whole body. Great. So we have officially completed the hard part. The screen is completely with its flex. Now the most important part is adding back the antennas with the board. Okay, so try slowly fighting the antenna cables from the top until they are fully in. And the reason why this part is so important is because without the antennas, our headless Mac wouldn't have internet connection, Bluetooth, and probably lose the AirDrop function. Okay, now that we got the antennas in, let's plug them all back to the board. Great. So now we can screw the antenna back and finish up the repair. Friendly reminder, you don't have to screw the little pentalobe. Screws back the antenna stays fully steady, only with the 6 screws in the middle. Also, don't worry about the screen connector. It doesn't need to be plugged nowhere. Lastly, don't forget to plug the battery back by sliding the connector and then closing it with the sticker. And we are finally ready to put the back panel back on by sliding it upwards and then screwing it back on. Now let's flip it, and there we go. Connect an HDMI adapter, then to a monitor, and we have a beautiful fully working Mac Mini with both internet connection and Bluetooth. That doubles as a keyboard trackpad. and also a working touch bar to control everything. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe, because I will be dropping a thoughts video about this headless Mac in the future. And also I have some great ideas coming this year. This was Tech Rehab, and I will see you in the next one.